Good morning, everyone. I'll be reporting about the Chinese police models. Uh, Chinese police models. Good morning, everyone. I'll be reporting about the Chinese police models. Chinese police models begins in Xia Dynasty, created C2 to maintain order by eliminating hate and mediating disputes among tribal members. During the Xia dynasty, the leader created the position called C2 to help keep peace and order among the people. So C2 acted like an early government official whose main job was to manage social relationships and resolve conflicts. When disagreements or hatred arose between different tribes or families, C2 would step in to mediate, meaning he listened to both sides and helped them reach a fair solution instead of fighting. By calming tensions and promoting harmony, C2 helped prevent violence and made sure the different groups could live together peacefully, which was important for maintaining stability in early Chinese. Uh, Next is Qin Dynasty, 221 to 206 before Christ era. China became unified country. Zhongwei was given the responsibility to maintaining law and order. So during the Qin dynasty, China became a unified country for the first time under a single central government. To keep this large empire under control, the Qin rulers appointed an official called Zhongwei, whose main responsibility was maintaining law and order. Zhongwei enforced strict laws, punished crimes, and made sure people followed government rules. This strict system helped the Qin government control the population and maintain stability, although the harsh punishment also caused fear and dissatisfaction among the people. Next is Han Dynasty. Shan Wei served as the chief law enforcement officer in the capital. Shan Yu were officers under Shan Wei. During the Han Dynasty, the government developed a more organized system for enforcing the law. The Shanwei served as the chief law enforcement officer in the capital, meaning siya ang siya ang responsible for maintaining the peace, siya ang mag-prevent sa crimes, and siya po ang nag-make sure nga gina-follow sa people sa city ang mga laws. So he supervised investigations, arrest, and public order within the capital area. So under the Shanwei, mo na siya ang ginatawag nga Shanyu, who acted as lower ranking officers or assistants. The Shanyu carried out daily police work such as patrolling streets, arresting offenders, guarding public places, and enforcing rules. Together, Shanwei and Shanyu helped maintain safety and order, showing how law enforcement became more structured and professional during the Han Dynasty. Frank Pledge System. Every five households were grouped into a unit called a Wu. Members of each Wu were given the responsibility of ensuring that no members of the Wu committed a crime. So during the Frank Pledge system, Franklin system was a community-based way of maintaining peace and order. Under this system, every 5 households were grouped into a unit called Wu. So, under this system, murag, uh, ang government auhag niya ang iyang nasakupan nga community para magtabang-tabang sila para mas mapadali ma-maintain ang peace and order sa ilang community. So this means that if one member committed a crime, the others could also be held accountable. Because of this shared responsibility, families closely watched and reminded one another to follow the law, helping prevent crimes before they happen. So, kaning nga system, mura siya kanang pakwan pakol bitaw. Like, kung naihimuon ang isa, kung unsay kanang punishment ato para sa isa, so mahimo siya punishment siya para sa tanan. So, mo na ang Frank Pledge system. So, Qing Dynasty. The Qing Dynasty was the last dynasty in Chinese history. Law enforcement system of Qing Dynasty bore a great resemblance to the system originated in Qin and Han dynasties. So, during the Qing Dynasty, law enforcement system was very similar to the system used during the Qin and Han dynasties. The government relied on centralized control, strict laws, and local officials to maintain order. This continuity showed that earlier policies ideas were effective and remained influential for many centuries in China. Present components of Chinese police: public security police, state security police, prison police, judicial police in the People's Court, judicial police in People's Procuracies, special public security police, People's Armed Police. So, kani sila, mo na siya ang mga branch sa police system sa China. So each components na sila gina-handle nga specific duties. Like for example sa public security police, they handle most daily police work such as crime prevention, investigations, traffic control, and maintaining public order. So state security police, they focus on protecting national security and dealing with threats like espionage. So prison police, they supervise and manage prisons and incarcerated offenders. Judicial police in People's Court, they maintain order in courts and help enforce court decisions. Judicial police in People's Procuracies, they assist prosecutors and help investigate crime. Special public security police, they handle security in special areas such as transportation, aviation, and forests. And the last one is the People's Armed Police. They perform internal security duties and assist in emergencies. So each component of Chinese police has na sila lahi nga trabaho, which is I will explain it. So public security police. So public security police, this type of police exists to protect people in their everyday lives. They are responsible for keeping communities safe, preventing crime, and enforcing laws, responding quickly to incidents. They are the most visible and approachable police officers, serving as the first line of defense against crime and disorder. So, mo ni sila ang mga police nga kanang atong makita. Like for example, dito sa Pilipinas, mo ni sila ang mga police officers nga atong makita kanang for example na ay mga kawat, na kinana. Mao ni sila ang mga first responders sa sa atoa. So balik sa China, mao ni sila ang public security police. This police serves as crime prevention and patrols, criminal investigations, traffic enforcement, crowd control, and public order. They are the face of policing. So, yes, kato. So, number two, State Security Police. Established in 1983, it is responsible to protect state conspiracies, protects state security by preventing foreign espionage, sabotage, and conspiracies. Under the leadership of the Ministry of the State Security Bureaus are established in all provinces and some municipalities that have frequent contact with foreign countries. So, this branch of police focuses on protecting the country itself, not just individual citizens. Their work is often hidden because they deal with serious threats that could weaken or destabilize the government or national safety. They act as a shield against invisible or long-term dangers such as espionage or terrorism. These officers focus on national security threats, not ordinary crimes. Their work includes counter-espionage, anti-terrorism, protecting the government from destabilization, intelligence gathering. They usually operate discreetly. So, for example, silang work kay i-uncover nila kung kinsa ang spy sa i-uncover nila kung kinsa ang spy na naa sila hang nasod. So para dili na mo dako ang ang problem sa ilahang nasod. Ang similar ani sa atong sa Pilipinas is ang atong PNP Intelligence Group. So ang nakalahi lang ani sa tuwa kay ang Pilipinas na ay lahi-lahi na law enforcement agencies ang nagatabang para ma ani na mga threats para sa Chinese kay ang mga police lang jud mismo ang naga ano nga mga threats. So number 3 is prison police, which is under the leadership of the Ministry of the Justice, as mandated to supervise incarcerated offenders. So prison police ensure that people who are legally deprived of freedom are securely and humanely managed. Their role is to maintain order inside prisons and make sure inmates follow rules while serving their sentences. They help ensure that punishment is carried out safely and lawfully. So prison police are responsible for guarding inmates, maintaining order inside prisons, preventing escape or violence, enforcing prison rules. They work exclusively within correctional facilities. So kani ang pareha ni sa tuwas is ang BGMP or ang Bucor. So pareha sila gina-manage ang mga prison facilities diri ang mga prison facilities. So number 4 is judicial police in the People's Court, are special police officers responsible for maintaining order and security in courts, enforcing court decisions, and supporting judges in legal proceedings. So judicial police in the People's Court are these police officers ensures that justice can be carried out safely and without disruptions. Courts need protection so judges, lawyers, victims, and defendants can perform their roles properly. They also help implement court decisions, turning legal judgments into real actions. So this police ensures the safety and order in courtrooms, escort of suspects and prisoners, enforcement of court orders, and the arrest, seizures, or evictions. They support judges during legal proceedings. So, ang similarity ani sa ato sa Pilipinas is ang PNP Court Security and Process Servers. So, gina-assist nila ang court in serving warrants and enforcing court orders. So, number 5, judicial police and people's procuracies are a specialized law enforcement force that works under the people's procuratory system, not the regular public security police. So, judicial police and people's procuracies, this type of police supports prosecutors by helping gather facts, investigate crimes, and ensure legal procedures are followed correctly. They act as a bridge between law enforcement and prosecution, ensuring that cases are built on solid and lawful evidence. So these officers assist prosecutors by conducting investigations, gathering evidence, protecting prosecutors, ensuring legal procedures are followed. They work closely with prosecutorial offices. So, ang similarity ani sa to sa Pilipinas kay mo ah ang PNP working with the Department of Justice and National Prosecution Services. So, ang kalahian lang ani sa tuwa kay sa Pilipinas, dili permanently embedded ang mga officers sa prosecution offices, while kani sa judicial police and people's procuracies, embedded na jud ang mga police officers dili. So, number 6, special public security police. There are different types of special public security police, which is the railway police, transportation police, civil aviation police, forest police, and forest police. So, special public security police, their job is some places and resources are especially important to society and economy. So they need extra protection. So mo ni sila ang nagaprotect. These police forces are trained to secure such sensitive areas. Their role is preventive, stopping threats before they cause harm. These police units protect critical and sensitive areas such as airports and seaports, railways, forests and wildfire areas, forests and wildlife areas, borders and economic zone. They require specialized training. So ang similarity ano sa tuwa sa Philippines ka ang PNP Aviation Security Group o PNP Maritime Group o DENR enforcement units with PNP support. So napay uban nga mga law enforcement agencies nga same ani sa atoa, which is ang mga Philippine Coast Guard, mga Philippine Coast Guard, and other agencies pa. So last one is the People's Armed Police. People Armed Police. This force exists to handle large scale or extreme situations that regular police may not be able to manage alone. They combine police duties with military style training. They protect society during emergencies, disaster, or serious unrest. This force handles internal security and emergency response, including riot control, counterterrorism support, disaster response, protecting key infrastructure. They are more militarized than regular police. Ang similarity ano sa to sa Pilipinas, kamo ang AFP or ang PNP SAF, they assist during emergencies and internal security operations. while ang staff naman, they handle high-risk police operations. Ang differences lang ano sa China is Chinese force is separate and centralized, while in the Philippines roles are shared between police and military. Police work in China is monitored through four main supervision systems. So meaning of four types of police supervisions is the number one, pecuniary supervision, number two, administrative supervision, number three, internal supervision, and lastly, citizen supervision. So police supervision means that police power is not absolute because police officers are given authority to arrest, investigate, and use force. Different groups are assigned to watch over them to make sure this power is used lawfully, fairly, and responsibly. So uh, these four types of supervision work together to prevent abuse of power, protect citizens' rights, ensure professionalism and discipline, and maintain public trust in law enforcement agencies. So I'll explain ako each supervision. So number one, precurrency supervision means that prosecutors act as legal watchdogs over the police. Their job is to make sure police actions follow the law, especially during sensitive stages like investigation, arrest, detention, and filing of charges. Basic prosecutors can review police investigations, excuse, reject legal evidence, order corrections, investigate police misconduct. So it ensures that criminal cases are built on lawful procedures, not abuse or shortcuts. Number two, administrative supervision. Administrative supervision refers to government oversight of police operations. Police organizations are part of the government, so the higher administrative bodies check whether police are following official policies, using resources properly, meeting performance standards. This type of supervision focuses more on efficiency, management, and policy compliance rather than criminal legality. So, administrative supervisions ensures that proper governance and accountability in police administration. Number three, internal supervision. Internal supervision happens within the police organization itself. Police department have internal rules, ethics standards, and disciplinary bodies to regulate officer behavior. It includes internal investigations, disciplinary hearings, professional standards enforcement. This system promotes self-discipline and professionalism among officers. So, this supervisions is self-regulation to maintain integrity and discipline. Last one is the citizen supervision. This allows the public to participate in overseeing police behavior. Since police exists to serve the people, citizens are given channels to file complaints against police, report abuse or corruption, expose misconduct of police. This creates transparency and ensures police remain accountable to society. So, citizen supervision ensures that public participations in holding police accountable so that dili siya ma-abuse, dili i-abuse sa mga police ang ilahang power. So, ranking system of Chinese police. General Superintendent conferred on individuals who hold ministry level government posts. So, ang General Superintendent, this is the highest police rank given to officials who hold minister level leadership positions. Officers at this level are responsible for national police policies, strategic planning, overall command of the police force. So, ang General Superintendent is the top leader of the police system. Ang kaparehas ani sa tuwa sa PNP is ang Police General. So they both serve as the top leader of the National Police Force. Both focus on policy making and national command, not street patrols. So second is the Deputy General Superintendent, conferred on individuals who hold deputy minister level government posts. So this rank supports the General Superintendent. It is held by deputy minister level officials. Their responsibilities include assisting in national level leadership, overseeing major department or regions, implementing national policies. So in simple terms, ang Deputy General Superintendent is second in command in national level. So ang similarity ani sa tuwa sa PNP kay ang Deputy Chief or ang Deputy Director General. The third one is Superintendent. First, second, and third grade. Superintendents are senior commanders responsible for managing large police units or regions, supervising investigations and operations, ensuring discipline and performance. The grade system reflects seniority and experience within the same rank. Meaning, in simple terms, senior managers of police operations. So, ang ka-same ano sa to sa PNP is ang police colonel or ang police lieutenant colonel. Command provincial or city police officers responsible for strategy, discipline, and operations. Number 4 is ang inspector. First, second, and third grade. So, meaning, inspectors are mid-level officers who command police stations or divisions, supervise frontline officers, coordinate daily operations. They act as a bridge senior between senior leaders and field officers. So, sila ang operational supervisors. Ang similarity ano sa to sa PNP is ang police major or ang police captain. Serve as station commanders or unit chief, act as the link between leadership and frontline officers. So, fifth is sergeant. First, second, third grade. Sergeants are frontline leaders. They lead patrol teams, direct day-to-day police activities, ensure officers follow procedures, grades. Grades indicate experience and leadership capability. So ang sergeants, mga sila ang team leaders on the ground. Ang similarity ano sila sa PNP is ang police staff sergeant or ang police master sergeant. They lead patrol teams, ensure discipline and proper conduct on the ground. So lastly is ang officer, first and second grade, meaning officers are the entry level of and basic members of the police force. They perform patrol duties, traffic control, investigations, community policing, and community policing. Uh, so in simple terms, sila ang frontline sa sa police sa Chinese police. So ang kaparehaan sa to sa PNP is ang patrolman or ang patrolwoman. Perform the same frontline duties, first responders to incidents, line police personnel. So this ranking system means that the police force operates under a clear hierarchy. Authority and responsibility increase with rank grades, allow fair promotion, professional growth. Order and discipline are maintained through structure. The ranking system ensures that police work is organized, disciplined, and efficiently commanded from top leaders to frontline officers. So that's all. Thank you.